Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss about kinematics of chain drive, which is related to variation in angular velocity of sprocket when the links are changing its position in teeth of the sprockets. So let's start the discussion of kinematics of chain drive. So kinematics of chain drive is related to angular velocity of sprockets because we generally consider two sprockets. One is the driving sprocket and another is the driven sprocket, and chain is wrapped around those sprockets, and when driving sprocket rotate, so it will transmit the motion to the driven sprocket with the help of wrapped chain. Chain we generally consider as the combination of different links which are attached with some joints like hinge joints or pin joint. So we generally determine the kinematics of chain drive with number of links which are attached or which are wrapped around the sprockets. So here with the help of this diagram, we can consider or we can determine the number of links as well as we can determine the number of pitches which is involved in the chain and which is wrapped around the sprocket. So here if we have two sprockets, so let us consider two sprocket. One is the driving sprocket and another is the driven sprocket, and both the sprockets are rotating in anti-clockwise direction. And as you can see, this driving sprocket is lesser in diameter compared to driven sprocket. So the size of this driving sprocket is lesser compared to driven sprocket. So in that condition, we can say here our main purpose is to reduce the speed of this driven shaft which is attached with the driven sprocket. And in sprocket, we consider number of teeth, and with the help of those number of teeth, the chain can attach or this chain can wrapped around and it can transmit the motion from driving shaft to driven shaft. So here you can see these number of points. So this A, A1, A2 are representing the position of hinge of the link during the rotation of this driving sprocket as well as the driven sprocket. So here we are considering point A, A1, A2 as the position of the hinge joint in a particular link during the rotation of the driving sprocket, and here you can see B, B1 and B2, these position are representing the position of the hinge joint when driving sprocket is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So when this driving sprocket rotate, so this motion will transmit with the help of chain to the driven sprocket. So this driven sprocket will also rotate if we are considering open chain drive. So it will rotate in the same direction in anti-clockwise direction. And here if we are considering initial position as A, B, and the change position we are considering as A to A1. So in that condition, when this sprocket is moving its position from A to A1, so this driving sprocket is rotating and it is transmitting the motion to this driven sprocket. So this point B will also change its position to point B1. So here if we are considering one pitch, so pitch we generally consider as the distance between two hinge joints in a particular chain or for two corresponding link of the chain. So here let us consider the pitch, and in driving sprocket the angle subtended by the pitch of the link is alpha in driving sprocket. So it is given here this alpha. So this AC is generally representing the length of the pitch. This AC is representing the length of the pitch. And similarly here you can see the driving sprocket radius and driven sprocket radius is different. So the angle subtended by the pitch of the link or pitch of the chain is subtended. So the angle subtended by pitch of the link in driven sprocket is different than this driving sprocket. So here we are considering angle phi in the driven sprocket. So for driving sprocket we are considering angle alpha, and for driven sprocket we are considering angle phi. So here we have both the angle. Let us consider the number of teeth in driving sprocket as small n1 and in driven sprocket as small n2. So, n1 is lesser than n2. So, here we have number of teeth. Let us consider in driving sprocket, number of teeth are 6 and in driven sprocket, number of teeth are 9. So, here this condition we are considering, these are not exact number of teeth in driving and driven sprocket. Now, here let us consider the initial position of the link when this driving sprocket is not in rotating condition. So, here we are considering one reference point for this pitch of the link in driving sprocket, it is point A. And in that condition, at driven point, that reference point we are considering as point B. So, here this is the initial position at both the sprocket A and B. Now, if we want to define the speed of the driving sprocket as well as the speed of the driven sprocket, so we have to determine with the help of change in position of this hinge point or hinge joint over this driver or the driven. So, when this A and B in initial position, when there is no motion or no rotation in the driving sprocket and the driven sprocket. So, in that condition, this particular length will be straight. Here, this line will be represented as a straight line only. And this particular line is making angle with this center distance O1, O2. So, AB line is representing a line which is inclined with this center distance O1, O2. And here, when this point A is moving toward another point, when this driving sprocket is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, so let us consider it is changing its position to A1. So, in that condition, when this A is moving toward A1, so at the same time, this B will also move its position toward another point B1 because it will rotate the driven sprocket also in anti-clockwise direction. So, this is the change position of point B, it is B1. Now, here during initial position AB will represent a straight line. So, if it is making angle with O1, O2, so this angle we will consider as the minimum angle of inclination, and when this point A is changing its position to A1, in that condition this A1C is representing the pitch of the chain and C will lie at this circumference of the circle. So, the straight line AB will change into CB1 line. So, this length of the straight line will change. During initial position, the total length we are considering as AB, and after rotation when this A is changing its position to A1, in that condition A1C, here pitch we are considering the distance between two hinge. So, here if one hinge is A, that is changing its position A1. So, at initial condition, this second hinge point will not be at this circumference of the circle. Now, when it is reaching the position A1, so this second hinge joint will mash or it will be on the circumference of the circle. So, this A1C is representing the complete pitch length of this chain, and when this A1C is rotating, so it will rotate with respect to this center C, and in that condition the straight line, when this A is changing its position to A1, so this B is changing its position to B1. So, this straight line length will change into CB1 or it will reduce, and this straight line will also make some angle with the center line or center distance O1, O2. So, that angle is greater than the angle which is made by AB with O1, O2. So, the angle made by AB with O1, O2 will be minimum inclination, and this CB is or the CB1 is making the angle with O1, O2, that we will consider as the maximum inclination. So, here when we are considering second position A1, in that condition this line CB1 will be a straight line. Now, from point C there will be another point which is representing the another hinge joint. So this particular length will also represented as a pitch. Now after that, when this driving sprocket is continue in rotation, so this A1 will also change its position. So the second position we are considering as A2. So when this A1 is changing its position to A2, in that condition this B1 will change its position to B2. So here when this B1 is changing its position to B2, in that condition this CB1 line will not be straight. So after reaching this point A2 from A1, this particular straight line will be like this. So A2 will be here and point C will be somewhere here. In that condition, the further pitches will also move. So for second condition, the line will not be straight line. So here we are taking only two position to determine the kinematic of this chain. So during this first change in position from A to A1 and from B to V1, this particular position is representing the 4-bar chain O1, A, B, O2. So this line O1, A, B and O2 is representing the 4-bar chain mechanism. Similarly, when it is changing, this A1 is changing its position A2. So in that condition, the 4-bar chain mechanism we will consider as O1, C, B1, O2. So here we have two 4-bar chain mechanism which is representing the kinematics of the chain drive. This chain drive kinematically we will consider for each position it will be equivalent to this 4-bar chain. For first position it will be O1, A, B, O2 because this is changing its position in anti-clockwise direction with rotation of the driving sprocket, and the second position is A1 to A2. So in that condition this position is determined by this position we are getting from A1C link. So it will be O1C, B1, O2. So here we have two 4-bar chain mechanism to define the kinematics of the chain drive. Now this driving sprocket is rotating with some angular velocity and it is rotating this driven sprocket also. So we will consider some angular velocity for driven sprocket also. Now let us consider when this driving sprocket is rotating with some angular velocity. So the angular velocity of driving sprocket we are considering omega 1, and this driving sprocket is also rotating driven sprocket. So angular velocity of driven sprocket we are considering omega 2. Now if we want to determine the linear velocity, so linear velocity we can determine with the angular velocity. We can determine with angular velocity and it will be multiplied with the instantaneous center distance, or first we will find out, we will determine with angular velocity and it will be multiplied with the distance of center of the sprocket with instantaneous center. So if we want to determine the v velocity, in that case we have to define the position of instantaneous center for each position. Here we have two 4-bar chain mechanisms. So for each mechanism, for each position we will determine the instantaneous center. So here we have this diagram. So here if we want to define the instantaneous center, so what we will do, whatever instantaneous center we have to define, like let us consider the first position. At first position, this radius we are considering for the driving sprocket as O1A. So A is the initial position and at the same time the initial position at driven sprocket is B. So O1A and O2B we will consider. So O1A and O2B, if we are considering two sides of the 4-bar chain mechanism, so with the help of this we will determine the instantaneous center. So for the first mechanism, so here what we will do, this O1 and O2 are the fixed end or fixed point. So we will extend this line in both the direction and we will extend the line AB in both the direction, and at whatever point these two lines are intersecting, so that is considered as the instantaneous center. Here because of this length I am not able to define the position of instantaneous center. So manually I am marking the position of instantaneous center here. So we will extend this line AB, and if we want to define the instantaneous center for this line O1A and O2B, so it will intersect somewhere at O1, O2, and this point I am going to mark as I, that is representing the instantaneous center. And this AB is representing, if we define the inclination of AB with O1, O2, so this is representing the minimum inclination. So during minimum inclination, this instantaneous center I we will define, and on the basis of this particular instantaneous center, we can define the angular velocities also. So here we are considering angular velocities for driving and driven sprocket as omega 1 and omega 2, and if we are considering the linear speed or the velocity of the driving sprocket and driven sprocket is equivalent, in that condition, here we can define in terms of omega and O1I. Omega will be the angular velocity of driving sprocket and omega 2 will be the angular velocity of driven sprocket. So velocity we can define with the help of omega multiplied by this distance O1I, and that will be equivalent to, for the equilibrium condition, it will be equivalent to omega 2 into O2I. So here we have this equation from the kinematics. Now if we simplify this term, so it will be omega 1 by omega 2, that is equals to O2I by O1I. So we will further simplify this term. So this O2I from here, O2 O1 plus O1I. So this is the equation we have. So it will be 1 plus O1 O2 divided by O1I. This is the equation. Equation 1 we are getting with first 4-bar chain mechanism. So this is representing the ratio of angular velocity for the first mechanism, and with the help of this term, we can define the ratio of angular velocity as well as the exact value of angular velocity for driving and driven sprocket, and the variation of this angular velocity by changing the position of sprocket. So here we are considering this condition for the first change in position of point A to A1. First change in position of the chain over the sprocket. Now here if we are considering second term or second this 4-bar mechanism for second change in position from A to or from A1 to A2, in that condition the 4-bar mechanism which we are considering as O1C, and this mechanism is O1C B1 O2. So here we will define the instantaneous center for O1C and O2B1. So it is represented by this line, these two lines, and here you can see this CB1 is lesser than AB. Here this straight line length is changing during the second change in position to CB1. So as per the position of CB1, we can say the inclination of CB1 with O1, O2 is maximum. So CB1 inclination we are considering maximum inclination, and AB inclination we are considering minimum inclination. So if we define the position of instantaneous center for O1C and O2B1, so as per the position, here we will extend these lines CB1. So CB1 will extend, manually I am extending because of less space, and here O1, O2 will extend here both the side. So this is representing another instantaneous center for the second mechanism or 4-bar mechanism. It is representing I1. In that case, this I1 is far ahead of this I. In that condition, this O1I for the second condition is lesser compared to O1, or O1I1 for the second condition is lesser than this position O1I for the first condition. So we will determine the angular velocity for this particular condition. So here as we know, this CB1 is maximum inclination and AB is minimum inclination. So in that case we can say this O1I1 will be minimum and O1I will be maximum. So when this AB is having minimum inclination, In that condition, O1i is maximum. So, as per this condition, we can define O1i is maximum. So, the ratio of omega 1 and omega 2 will be minimum. So, for the first condition, we will get minimum ratio of the angular velocity omega 1 by omega 2. Now, for the second condition, when this O1I1 is lesser or minimum, for maximum inclination, we will consider O1I1 is minimum. So, from this equation, if this value is minimum, in that case, we will get maximum ratio of angular velocity omega 1 by omega 2. And maximum inclination we are getting by CB1 with O1, O2. So, in that condition, so this particular condition is representing omega 1 by omega 2 will be maximum. So, here for different positions of point A or the reference point, we will define the ratio of omega 1 and omega 2, that is representing the ratio of angular velocity of the driving sprocket and driven sprocket. So, with the help of these different position, we can define the variation of angular velocity, and this variation of angular velocity is also depending on this angle which is subtended by this pitch of the link or this angle alpha, as well as on this angle phi. So, by this way, or for different position of this reference point, we can define the variation of the angular velocity as well as the variation of the linear velocities, which is related to the velocity of this hinge point over this sprocket. Thank you so much.